Hey, how's it going? And welcome back to Ultimate Ironman episode number 7. If you're just starting the series, make sure to catch up from episode 1 if you want to know what's going on. But I just decided we're going to be taking a break from the Winter Toad to get a looting bag, because managing inventory here is not fun, and personally kind of ruins the experience for me, especially when it's something that I don't have to deal with. So let's get started. First, we're going to teleport out of here using the Chronicle to get to Varrock. The looting bag is a 1 out of 30 drop from every monster in the wilderness that drops it, but one of the easiest, fastest, and most safe ways to get it is by killing thugs in the Edgeville Dungeon. So to kill thugs, our combat level isn't the best, but luckily for low levels, magic is pretty overpowered, so we're going to buy a bunch of Fire Strike runes for them. And luckily, we have plenty of GP from those first few games of Winter Toad, so we're going to go ahead and buy a bunch of Fire Strike runes. And then we actually don't even have the level for Fire Strike yet, so I think I'll just buy like 100 cast of Water Strike. That should be more than enough to get to level 13. Okay, there should be plenty of runes right here, and either way, I do want to try to get as close as possible, or hopefully get level 33 magic for Telegrab, but I do also want to keep the hit points low. Okay, here we are in the Edgeville Dungeon. Luckily, we have Protection Prayers. That's going to help quite a bit here. I don't think this would be very doable without that. So we're going to go in here, and here are the thugs. As soon as we go in, they're going to start attacking us. Probably should have bought a staff for this so we can auto-cast, but it's not going to be a big deal having to click the spell every time. I've only managed to kill maybe 5 to 10 of them. This clearly isn't going to work, especially without a staff, so I can't one-tick flick. Does one-tick flicking even work in Wildy? It probably does against NPCs, I don't know. Seems like a lost cause at this point, so I think after this kill, we're going to regroup, buy a staff, and then try again. Also, we're at 12 hit points now, and these hit points levels have been going up pretty fast, which is getting me a bit nervous. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we actually got it. I was just about getting ready to dip out of here too. Okay, let's actually not die here, holy crap. Hold on, I need to cut this pineapple. I was going to put the stuff in the looting bag right here in the dungeon, but due to the prayer that we don't have and the lack of food, let's go in the actual Wildy and do this. And I guess we'll get out of here by teleporting back to Varrock. That was so lucky, man. That was way too lucky. That was like 15 kills in at the most. So we end off with 12 hit points and 14 magic. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into what the looting bag is and how it works, because I'm sure there's much more in-depth videos specifically on the looting bag. But what it does is you can store 28 items or stacks of items, pretty much anything except untradables. You can store them in the looting bag, but the only way to put items in the looting bag is by being in the wilderness. So we can just come right over here to Edgeville, step up a couple squares, go into level 1 wilderness, and then put the items that we want in there. However, there's 2 ways, or at least 2 ways that come to mind right away to get items out of the looting bag. The first way is to beat a bank, and you can empty your looting bag at a bank. Unfortunately, I chose to restrict myself, and I don't have a bank, so the only way I can get stuff out of the looting bag that I know of at least is by dying. And when you die, your looting bag is destroyed, and all the contents of the looting bag will be on the ground. So if you have a full inventory of items and then a full looting bag as well, you better rush to get your looting bag back, because you only have an hour to get your stuff again. But yeah, I have to be very particular about what I put in there. Later on, when we have a higher hit points level and we can kill the thugs in one hit, it's not going to be a big deal. But right now, I have to be very particular because I don't want to have to try and get this looting bag back. We got very lucky with it and we're able to keep our hit points at 12. But either way, I don't want to destroy this looting bag until after I'm done with fire making. Then we can do whatever we want. But right now, I need to be very particular about what I choose to put in there. Okay, so we're going to step into level 1 wilderness, click on the item we want to put in there, and click on the looting bag. And I guess you get this message. I don't know if it's only the first time you try to do this or what. But yeah, we understand how it works. We can now choose our items to be put in there. And you can put stacks of items in there, and even items you put in there in the future will add on to that stack. So we're going to put all the lobsters in there. Just keep on adding all the stuff into here. I feel like an ultimate Ironman now, putting my items in a looting bag. SMH, cheating as an ultimate Ironman, using a storage device, not the way the game mode was meant to be played. SMH. My head. We got the items in the looting bag now, and the only way to get the items out, again, is to die. And like I said, when you die, you lose your looting bag, and all the loot just appears on the ground. And stays there for 1 hour, I should clarify, just like a normal death. Also, I'm going to drop that, we don't need that. You know what, I'm going to keep the pure essence in there too. The only thing we need now is a transportation method back to Winter Toad, because I don't want to have to come here every game or every couple games, and then walk all the way back, so we have to make a games necklace. And to make a games necklace, we're going to have to telegrab the gold bar in the Varrock basement, and for that, like I mentioned before, we need 33 magic. Plate body, full helm, kite shield. Before we keep going, let's quickly buy a sapphire because I dropped all mine I had before because I wasn't thinking ahead. It's only 250 GP though. Yeah, buy from this guy here in Al-Kharid. Also need to quickly buy this necklace mold here too, since we're here. And lastly, to complete the outfit, we are going to buy bronze plate legs. So right now, if we go to our bonuses, you will see that we have a -65 magic bonus. And when you have -65, that means that you will splash any magic hit, meaning you will not do damage, but you'll still get the XP for using the spell. You just won't get any hit points XP. I'm sure most of you know what splashing is, but that's pretty much what it is, just hitting a monster with the spell and not doing damage so you don't get hit points XP and so you don't kill the monster too. I would equip a staff, but that gives magic attack bonus, and we can't be above -65. I would have to have like green d'hide van braces or something, because leather van braces don't give any negative magic bonus. All that really means though, because we don't have the staff, means we're not going to save the runes, which I'll probably end up dropping most of these anyways because it's probably more than enough. And I can't auto cast the spell, so I have to click on the monster each time, but I don't mind doing that. Yeah, so here we are starting with 15 magic, have to get to 33. We just got 19 magic, and 19 magic, that means you can use the curse spell, which gives 29 XP each. And if we're going to be clicking anyways and not auto-casting, we might as well do that spell instead of a spell that could be auto-casted. Plus it gives like more than double the XP. So we're going to head over to Varrock and I guess just sell off all the runes that we have here already and just buy a bunch of runes for Curse. And then do Curse to get to 33. And there's all the runes we need for 517 casts of Curse, which will be just enough for level 33. Alright, we're also going to be selling back all these runes because we don't need those. I obviously bought way too many, but we need as much money as we can get back now. I know a lot of people don't like the spellbook filter, but look, there are some uses for it. This is very close to the guard right here. Speaking of the spellbook filter, I think it's enabled by default now, but for anyone who doesn't know, you can right click on your spellbook up here and you can disable the spell filtering. 25 magic. We have just unlocked the first teleport spell on the account. We can now teleport to Varrock, but I want to save law runes. We'll be using the Chronicle for now. And there it is 33 magic. I'm going to quickly use up the last 30 extra casts or so that we have, and we'll go get that gold bar. I'm sure a lot of you know where this is, but in the Varrock West basement, there's a downstairs staircase. I'm sure a lot of us have memories as kids trying to find a way to get this ruby ring. I have bad news. You'll probably never be able to get it. But what we can get here from the basement, oh crap, we need air runes. What we can get though is this gold bar if we telegrab it. And we can use that to make our games necklace. The last thing we have to do now is go out to the mage bank once again and buy a bunch of cosmic runes, and I also want to buy a bunch of law runes while we're there. But before we go, I want to get some more money as well. So we're going to do the stronghold, get our 10k, and should be super easy with 43 prayer. Okay, so this is the last one that we have to open for the 10k GP, but I'm going to go through the last floor just to get that last emote. You know, for completion and stuff. I would feel slightly uncomfortable if we didn't have that fourth one to complete the set of emotes. So let's just go ahead and get it. All right, obviously we're going to take the colorful boots because only insane people take the fighter ones. And then we should unlock, yeah, the last emote right there. And I'm going to drop the boots because we don't have space for that, or destroy them. Alrighty, I think we're all set to go ahead and make the Sapphire Necklace, which all we gotta do now is just enchant it. So let's go to the Mage Bank and get our cosmic runes. Okay, let's see how it goes. Please don't be like a level 60 just waiting there. Oh, I just noticed we got level 24 combat from getting all the magic levels. Wow. We're good though. Yes, we are free. We made it. Okay, Mr. Lundale here has a stock of 20 cosmic runes. I believe it's 50 GP. Yeah, okay, so it's always 50 GP, whether it's 20 stock or 0 stock. So let's find a world that has more. Because teleports will be good, and then if/when we have to telegrab more bars from the Varrock West basement, we need them for that as well. Okay, we'll just buy out the rest of these cosmics and use all the money we have left over, which isn't too much, to buy as many law runes as we possibly can. Because law runes will always come in handy, and I think cosmics will always come in handy for a while too. You know, we always have to enchant jewelry. The goal is to not have to come back to the Mage Bank, and the next time we have to buy law or cosmic runes, I'm hoping we'll be able to buy them from the Rogue's Trader minigame after the feud quest. So hopefully never have to worry about the Mage Bank runes again. I probably will. But we can go ahead now and cast level 1 enchant on our Sapphire Necklace. And put that on, save some inventory space. We're looking good. And the reason why I don't mind spending all this money now is because we are going to be getting a lot of money from the Winter Toad, so no point trying to like keep 5k or something or 10k because we don't need it for anything. It's going to be so much easier to get there now. Look at that. Right click, teleport, takes it straight there. So I'm going to do a few games, save a few crates, and I'll show you kind of like the rotation I'm going to be doing in between games, or in between like every 3 games or something, and show you how I'm going to like teleport out and how I'm going to get my inventory managed and all that before we teleport back. Alright, once we repair this right here, that is going to put us at 42 construction, which means we can now build the oak wardrobe in the house. And once we build that, we can store 1 set of armor, which means we can store the pyro armor in there once we build it. At level 51, we're able to build the carved oak magic wardrobe, which allows us to store 2 sets. So once we get level 51, we'll be able to store 2. So I'll be storing the pyro and graceful eventually once we get it. And, hopefully we can move up from there. Okay, we got 3 crates here now, fully packed to the brim. Well, not fully packed, that'd be really bad. But we got 3 pretty full crates here. I'll show you what we're gonna do. So first thing we're gonna do is home teleport to Lumbridge. And we're gonna run around through the goblins here and come over to the canoe station. So we're gonna chop down the tree and make that into a canoe. And based on your woodcutting level is the type of canoe you can make. But with our woodcutting level, we can make any type we want. So we're gonna make the highest tier canoe, get a little bit of woodcutting XP. We could float that and now paddle it, and you could choose the station we're going to. So we're gonna go to Edgeville because that's where the wilderness is. And you get this cool cutscene. Oh, apparently that was a hard Lumbridge task. But yeah, it takes you right over here, which is right next to the wilderness. And here we can go into the wildy, open up these crates, and store everything that we need to in our looting bag. I mentioned this before, but I have to be very careful about not getting more than a certain amount of points in these crates. Like for example, if I had 3 crates, I would have my looting bag and the 3 crates, which I can't drop. You can only destroy them. That would mean I would have 24 free inventory spaces that I could work with. So if from all 3 of those crates, I got 25 rolls, I would have to either destroy one of the crates or destroy the looting bag, and it would just be a waste of time. So I have to be very careful about how many crates I'm storing in my inventory and how many points I'm getting per crate. But let's go ahead and open the first crate. Oh, we got the warm gloves. Those don't give us extra XP, but they do count as a warm piece of clothing. So we can just equip those and destroy those bunny paws. You can't even store them in the house since they're not actually part of the set. But what we are going to do is after the fire making grind, we'll just turn those in for an extra crate. All right, nothing from that one. And now that everything's all in the proper order and sorted and the inventory is looking good, all we gotta do, once again, right click the games necklace and go straight back there. Takes you right in front, super convenient. Interesting. Well, I guess that'll be a good place to wrap it up for today. I think we're finally ready to start grinding out fire making and start flying through these levels. Here's what we currently got right now. I'm curious to see how long I'll personally make it until I get burnt from training this skill. But seriously, we're going to keep on training fire making. We'll see how far we can get with it. Hopefully 99, I guess, would be a nice goal to reach towards. Not going to promise anything, but we'll see how it goes. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again next time.